What's up? What's up, y'all? It's your host with the most, the desert most, JerCrispy. Welcome back to another video. Today, what I got y'all today is the biggest hater. So it's about the dog here. So make sure y'all go ahead and sub up to him too. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow all the social media. We on the road to 100, and let's subscribe. Subscribe, hit the notification, and let's see how this video go. Let's go. All right.
Tonight, new charges just released against Hollywood star Ezra Miller.
I'm not choosing, non-binary. I don't want to be searched by a man.
Throwing a chair and striking a woman on the head, according to police.
Hey, you just touched my penis. Please don't do that.
It was me, Barry.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today I'm here to discuss the most vile man to ever exist. A man who doesn't seek power, money, or fame. A man known for being the biggest hater. I'm talking pettiest ever. And not just regular petty. No. This man will go to extreme lengths to make sure he gets his get back. Worse than Dio, worse than Caillou, worse than Homelander, the Flash's biggest enemy, Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash. If you don't know who this man is or all the messed up stuff he's done, well, let me tell you. We could begin with his origin story. So Reverse Flash was born in the 25th century, where kids are genetically modified and no accidents happen. So no me's allowed. And off the jump, you could just tell he hates his family. I mean, look at that face. You could tell he was gonna be a supervillain. And not gonna lie, for someone who's genetically modified, quote unquote, this dude is ugly. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I wouldn't be able to do that to my kid. I hope they at least install like a glow up gene or something. But the one he hated most in his family was his little brother. He always saw him as annoying and a waste of time and all this other stuff. But most importantly, the time thing. You see, Reverse Flash was obsessed with time, so much that he eventually became obsessed with the Speed Force, even started illegally researching it. And the one who caught him in the act was his little brother. And y'all remember how a second ago I told you he ain't like his little brother? Well, he was the one that was gonna arrest him. And while most brothers argue or maybe even fist fight when they get mad at each other, nah. Reverse Flash, he just decided to completely remove his brother from existence. Like gone, like he never existed. And the next panel literally says, "My name is Eobard Thawne. I am an only child." He removed him from the timeline. So now in this new timeline, he actually gets time to put towards his studies since his brother's dead, and he actually makes it into the Flash Museum. But guess what? There's still a competitor who's ahead of him. And you know, while most people would just work their way up and eventually get there in the future, nah, Reverse Flash just kills the dude. I will say though, he did try to ask him nicely, and the dude refused to give him information, so even after that though, Eobard still wasn't able to tap into the Speed Force. It got to the point where his parents were worrying about him because he was obsessing over this. And they were even gonna get this dude to close down the Flash Museum for good. And just like any good son would do, he kills his parents. And he didn't even care. He literally says, "Not even in my parents' unfortunate death could they stop me from pursuing the secret of the Speed Force." It's not that serious, bro. Somebody please lock this man up. He knows no bounds. And I hate to say it, but it gets worse somehow. Eventually though, while doing his research, Eobard falls in love. But of course, like most other things in his life, someone was standing in the way. And what other way to pull a girl who has a fiance than to kill the fiance? Am I right, fellas? But that doesn't work. And the girl pretty much tells Eobard, "I don't like you, and I never will." And what he does to her when she says this is, Lord have mercy. Reverse Flash travels back in time to when she was 5 years old and shakes her at super speed and leaves her brain dead. Like she can't speak. This is all because she rejected him. Like I can't believe it. I can't believe Reverse Flash is just like me. So now in this new timeline, Eobard never fell in love and he finds his capsule with Barry's suit in it and learns to harness the Speed Force. And this is when he becomes Reverse Flash. Well, first he becomes the Flash of the 25th century. Then he goes back in time, gets beat up by Wally West, finds out he's meant to be Barry's biggest enemy, and then he becomes Reverse Flash. Which is not a good reason to hate Barry at all. I mean, you looked up to him and then you found out that you had to become his biggest enemy, so you became his biggest enemy. It doesn't matter. But if you guys thought the origin was bad, Reverse Flash is devious. That's the only word I can use for it. He's devious. So first, he tries to take away Barry's powers. Okay, that makes sense. But the thing is, if Barry never becomes the Flash, Reverse Flash can't become Reverse Flash. So he capitalizes off that perfectly and makes sure if he can't kill Barry, he will make every day of Barry's life slightly slightly worse than the last. And there's the big stuff like killing his mom and framing his dad for the murder, killing his dog, trying to steal one of his wives and eventually killing her, and allowing Barry to save his mom only for Barry to find out that him saving his mom causes the end of the world. But the stuff that really gets me is the little stuff, the petty stuff, because it just lets you know how crazy he is and how relatable he is, really. If Barry's going downstairs, best believe he's getting pushed. If Barry's going to sleep, best believe there's a monster under his bed. If Barry makes a friend, best believe he's getting erased from the timeline. And the worst one, in my opinion, just because of how petty it is, was the time that Barry was playing baseball and a ball got hit to him in outfield and he was about to catch it, but Reverse Flash moved his hand slightly to the right just so he wouldn't catch it. That's just too far. Y'all ain't never seen Meet the Robinsons, what happened to Goob when he didn't catch the ball? Imagine what happened to Barry. Reverse Flash is just hatred itself. Do you know how many times he's reset a timeline just to mess with Barry? Not to mention, he once told Barry he was gonna go back in time, kill his mom again, pose his—
So hello, you that petty and that hater person just to do all that, bro? Just because you got what? Just because you got meek to the face, stuff broken, you that petty, bro? Man, you about to go running back. You about to run it back. Like, come on, man.
as a social worker just so he can raise him. Then on his 18th birthday, he will hit him with a
It was me, Barry.
Reverse Flash would do anything to make Barry's life miserable, which makes you think, if he would do anything and he could travel to any timeline, who's to say he didn't come to our timeline and mess with Ezra Miller? Like, think about it. Who just randomly commits crimes like that? Throwing a chair at a woman? That's something only Reverse Flash is capable of. Or who's to say he didn't mess with the Flash TV show? Walk with me real quick. The show was good until what? Season 4, Season 5, right? So now imagine this. Remember when the Flash CW was good?
It was me, Barry.
I removed your previous director to make sure the new one made the show absolute. You cannot tell me that's not realistic. Reverse Flash is responsible for everything bad that's happened in Barry's life, including Ezra Miller and the TV show. But still lock that man up, for real. And moral of the story. Remember when you were making out with your first girlfriend and you came right as she touched your leg?
Ah, man. I hope you enjoyed that video. Like, comment, subscribe. I see y'all when I see y'all. Love y'all. And we're on the road to 100. And make sure y'all hit the thumb. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the notification. And, you know, all that. And do all that. And, you know, love y'all.